Hey, welcome back to Charlie Mike Woodworks and Design. I'm James with Charlie Mike. So for Mother's Day, my wife was like, will you make me a birdhouse for Mother's Day? Because we live in the country. I said, sure, maybe I'll make that happen. So I've never built a birdhouse, so we're going to make this happen. Here's how we're going to do it. Now, I know you can't really see the plans. Okay. Using one 6-foot pine or cedar fence picket. Okay, usually a fence picket is approximately 5.5 inches wide by 3/4 thick, give or take. And our sides are going to be 10 inches. Our front is going to be 10 inches. Of course, we're going to have to make all that match. And now on the side, as you can see right here, have a little roofy roof. We're going to do a 45-degree angle, right? That's going to be red in color. I did not do a very good job in drawing 101, and I actually got held back from kindergarten 3 times because I never did learn how to draw stick figures. But that's okay. I made it. Our roof, which is actually going to be some leftover gutter material, roof material from our metal roof on our house. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there it is. I'm gonna make it actually match our house because I'm that good. Use about 1 3/8 Forstner bit and for the hole, and use a dowel. I'm not sure what size, maybe not 1/4 inch, probably 1/2 inch or so, 3/8, maybe, I don't know. We'll figure that out. About 2 inches out from the front. So we're gonna get to it. Let's Charlie Mike. Always remember to use your hearing, respiratory, and eye protection. We want to do this again tomorrow. Stay safe, stay alive. First thing we're going to do is knock a little bit of the rust, if you will, off of this one pine fence picket. That's all we need, one fence picket. Then we're going to mark out 10 inches for the front and the back and cut a 45-degree angle from the center. And if I remember correctly, it's about 7 3/4 inch, give or take, for the sides to match the front and the back. Our primary focus at Charlie Mike Woodworks and Design is to raise awareness for PTSD and depression and let those who suffer from either realize that there are safe alternatives to self-medication or self-harm, one of them being woodworking. Here I had a little bit too much fun trying to figure out which way to orient one board for the other so that I could ensure I had the front and the rear exactly the same with the 45-degree angles. In hindsight, I could have cut both boards at the same time, and that would have given me the exact dimensions at the same time. So I'm making the entranceway for the bird. Use a 1 3/8 inch Forstner bit. The best thing to do is to drill part way down on one side and then drill through on the other, and that way you don't have any tear out. I did the exact same thing, about 1 inch, 1.5 inch down for the perch, which I used a 1/2 inch dowel rod. And since we're going for a distressed look, I paint the base layer a darker color, let that dry, paint the next layer a lighter color, let that dry, and then use a random orbital sander to make it look distressed. It's just however you want to do it. The best distressing techniques I have seen is from a guy named Matthew Peach here on YouTube. It's at Matthew Peach Woodworking. He has all kinds of techniques that are just amazing. Thank you so much for teaching, Matthew Peach. Putting together the carcass of the front and the rear, the two sides and the bottom.
using 1¼ inch decking screws, obviously good for exterior applications. Make sure you pre-drill and countersink, because you want everything to look as nice and as flush and trim as possible. And next up, we're going to add a roof. Used aviation snips to cut from side to side after I had measured 8 inches from front to rear, and then took it over to my vise. Used that as well as some pliers and made sure to fold everything up. Next, after we admire our handiwork, we're going to mark, punch, and then pre-drill where the roof is going to go. Using the same screws from earlier, going to attach it. And as you see, we made a keyhole on an additional piece of the fence picket, put it on the back, and that's how we're going to attach it to the trees. And here we have it, finished birdhouse. If you like this video, please subscribe. We'd appreciate it. And let's Charlie Mike.